Hey, Donovan here. In this video, I'm going to explain to you why I think you should be charging more money. I'm not going to tell you how much you should charge, but by watching this video, you're going to probably understand how much of a difference it makes by A, charging a joining fee, and B, charging more money. And you'll probably be shocked at which one of those have a bigger effect within your martial arts business. Let's jump straight into it. I'm going to fly through this, but by the end of this, you should understand whether or not you need to charge more money, whether or not you need to charge a joining fee, and the effect that that would have on your marketing. So let's jump into it. I made this spreadsheet. This spreadsheet is pretty simple, to be fair. So all I'm going to put is we're going to put our marketing expenses on the right here. We're going to put how many members we add per month here. We're going to put how much we charge per month on average here. And then we're going to put our sign up fee here. And then what this spreadsheet is going to do pretty easily and pretty quickly is it's going to work out how much profit we are in from our advertising in month one, how much profit we're in month two, how much profit we're in month three, and basically month six. Now, most martial arts schools who work with marketers, the marketers tell you, like, don't worry, we're going to make profit in month 4 and 5. Don't stress. Life's going to be okay. But the problem with that is obviously if you take ages to make your money back from your advertising, then your bank's going to go down before it goes up. And you probably heard me say that before in other videos, so I'm going to just jump straight into the meat of it. Now, as a martial arts school, what sort of expenses do you have when it comes to marketing? Now, the reason why I like to group all expenses into one is because if you spend money on Facebook ads, sometimes you're going to have people who go through your website. If you spend money on like SEO and things, maybe you'll have some people who go through a different direction. So I think if we group all of our costs into one and track all of them as one, then it just makes it a lot easier to see whether or not we're profitable from month one. So what I'm going to say for the sake of this is, let's say you're a martial arts school that's spending £15 per day on Facebook ads. Right. On top of that, you're also working with a marketing agency. And let's say that marketing agency are costing you another £500 per month to work with. Let's also say that you're spending a little bit of money on Google Ads. I'm just trying to make this as much as possible, to be fair. So, and let's say you just spend £100 a month on Google Ads. And then let's say you also print off leaflets every 3 months. Those leaflets cost you, I don't know, £60 every 3 months. So let's say that that's £20 per month that works out to. Altogether, your marketing costs month to month are £1,070 per month. Now, the question is, how many members do you need to join to break even on this marketing cost? Because if you can break even in month one, then you've got that £1,070 back in your bank to reinvest the following month. If you only get £500 back from new members in month one, well, then you're £570 down in month two, which means you've now got, if you want to spend another 1,070, you've now got to find £570 from somewhere else because it hasn't came back from the marketing. So this spreadsheet helps us identify how many members do we need to break even on our advertising spend. Now, for the sake of this, I'm just going to remove a marketing agency. I'm going to leave Google Ads there. I'm going to leave Leaflet in there. And then let's say you're also paying, I don't know, you're paying an admin member to call leads. And then let's say that you're paying that admin member, I don't know, like 300, 200, let's say 200 quid to call the leads for you as well. So let's say your total costs are £770 per month. Now, if you were only spending £770 per month on marketing, like, how many members do we need for this to like break even? Now, if you're a club that charges £40 per month on average and you don't have any sign-up fees, if you signed up 5 new members, well, you're only actually going to collect £200. And then in month 3, you're going to be £370 down. In month 4, you're still going to be £170 down. And it's not going to be until month 4, that you're going to start to break even. So what if you signed up 10 students? Well, if you signed up 10 students, you'd be £370 down in month 1, which means you've got to find that £370 if you want to spend the same in month 2. And then you're only going to break even in month 2. And then in month 3, you're going to start to profit. Now, the clubs that understand what I'm about to share with you are the clubs that can spend so much money on marketing. Like so much money on marketing and grow faster than you ever thought was possible. Now, we've got a few choices here. We can either get to the point where we are spending this amount of money over here and bringing in every single month without fail. I just want to find the number. Let's say 19 new members to break even. So we can either spend £770 per month and need to bring in 19 members every single month without fail to break even, or we could add in a little joining fee. Now, if we added in a joining fee, and let's say every new member that joined, we charged a £30, a joining fee where we made £30 profit on it. Well, now we're £560 up, which means we no longer need 19 members to join. We only need 11. Just by making £30 up front from each new member that joins. So if your worry is, oh yeah, but Donovan, if I throw in a joining fee, I'm going to have less people sign up. Well, fine. You could actually afford to have 8 less. 8 less sign up on this maths here, and you'd still break even in month 1. Now, you've got to think, you know those martial arts schools that you look at and you go, fuck, they're expensive. I would never want to be as expensive as them, and you charge £25 a month or even £30 a month and no joining fee. Well, some of those guys are charging £50 per month on average, and they've got a joining fee where they make 50 quid profit every time someone joins. Like, for every £770 that they spend on marketing, they only need 8 members. And you can see how they print money, because they're not going to sign up 8 members. What's actually going to happen is they're going to go ahead and spend more on marketing because they can afford to, and they're going to go and spend £1,000 a month on Facebook ads. This is going to make you feel a bit sick if you're not spending much. I don't want to scare you, but I know clubs that are spending, well, I know clubs that are spending a lot more than that. I know clubs that are spending £2,000 a month on Facebook ads. They're spending £300 a month on Google ads. They've got a team member that calls the leads that probably costs them a few £100s on top of that. And then also they're sending out a hell of a lot of leaflets every single month. Or let's just get rid of leaflets. So they're spending £2,600 on Facebook ads. You're thinking, oh my God, we charge £35 a month. We don't have a sign-up fee. How many members would I need to break even on that? More than 60 apparently, 100. Let's say 80. Let's say 72. Okay, let's say 75. Cool. So you would need, if you were charging £35 a month, didn't have a sign-up fee, and spent £2,600 on advertising, you would need 75 members in 1 month just to get that money back to be able to respend it. These clubs that I'm working with, they're charging £59 as their lowest monthly. And on top of that, they're charging a sign-up fee where they're making 60 quid up front, and they only need, 21 members, 22 members, 22 members. They only need 22 members to join, and they could spend £2,600. And as long as they got 22 members joining, they'd be in profit. And I've got clubs that I'm working with where they're spending this sort of money genuinely. And one of them that comes to mind right now signed up 85 members in 1 month. And the month was in November. Like, just to really hammer this home. My point is, if you're wondering how some of these clubs out there can spend more than you on advertising, if you charged more and had a sign-up fee where you profited, it's a lot easier for you to break even. So even if your expenses only worked out to, like, I don't know, let's say you were spending £1,000 on Facebook ads. Let's get rid of Google. Let's get rid of all the other stuff. Let's say you spent £1,000 on Facebook ads. How much are you charging at the moment? Have you got a sign-up fee? And work out how many members you actually need to join to break even on that money. And if you can work that out, then you can look at it and go, fuck, I need a lot of members to join to actually break even. And if that's the case, then maybe your pricing should be a little bit better. Maybe it's time to increase, the monthly charge, or even easier, just add a little joining fee. Like, even just a little £20 joining fee makes a big difference when you're getting lots of people through the door. So the point of this video is, when it comes to marketing, like aim with marketing isn't just to grab loads of cash and throw it at Facebook. We need to work backwards. We need to figure out, right, if we spend £15 per day, £450, how many members do we need to join up to actually break even? Is that achievable? If it doesn't look achievable, why does it not look achievable? Could we charge more and get less people through the door? And if we did charge more and got less people through the door, would that be an easier way to break even? Quite often the answer is yes. And if we could just add a little joining fee like this, then all of a sudden, if we're let's say you're signing 10 people a year, 10 people a month, 120 people a year, regardless of if they leave or not, and you take a £20, £30 joining fee off every single one. Like, you're making an extra £2,400, £3,600 a year. If you make even more profit or you get even more people through the door, it's going to be considerably more than that. My point is, a lot of people don't look at the maths behind their pricing. Like, what do you need to be priced and what do you need your joining fee to be? Alongside that, obviously put your own ethics and your own opinion into it. Put that together, and if the price should be higher than it is right now, increase it, because it's going to make it a lot easier for you when it comes to marketing, and it's going to become a lot easier for you to actually break even and actually profit. Very last one I'm going to share with you, if you are still here, I do appreciate it. I speak to loads of clubs. They charge £20 a month. They have no joining fee, and they want to know, how can Facebook ads work for them? The answer is it literally probably can't, because if you go and spend £500 on Facebook advertising, like, you're gonna need 25 members to actually sign up to break even in month one. It's probably not going to happen if you're just guessing your way around it. But even if you charge £20 a month and just had a £20 joining fee, all of a sudden this number goes down to 12.5. Like, it's that big of a difference. So yeah, that's everything for this video. My point is, when it comes to your pricing, put maths behind it. That's everything for this one. I know it was a bit more of a longer one, but my point is, when it comes to pricing, actually think about what would happen if you increased it slightly, and then put the maths behind it so you know your break-even point. That's everything for this video. My name's Donovan. I help martial arts schools add lots of members to their classes. I make content like this to help people like you. If you know anyone who's struggling right now, send this video to them, and I'm sure they would massively appreciate it. Peace.